Hey everybody, I'm starting a few minutes early this morning, usually here at 9:45, but it's a holiday weekend, so people are out and about. I just got 5 minutes for you this morning. It's the 5th of July, and I just want to start with the Apostle Paul in Galatians 5. He says, "It is for freedom that Christ has set us free. Stand firm then, and do not let yourselves be burdened again by the yoke of slavery." It's hard to celebrate freedom in this country when you know that not everyone enjoys that same freedom. Christians have a difficult life to live because we're called to care more about the people in a nation than about that particular nation or its ideals, right? It's about the people. And yet, we're thankful for the freedoms that we do have, and they're hard won. And we want to win them for our neighbors. And when Paul wrote Galatians 5, he wasn't writing about the kind of freedom that we talk about on the 4th of July. He was talking about a freedom from a sinful, self-indulgent way of living, a way that only cared about yourself or your status and what you got out of it, what we got out of it. I mean, read Galatians. That's basically the whole message. But what strikes me is that Paul knew about actual slavery, real slavery. I'm not talking about sinful, moral slavery, which is also real, but physical slavery. Paul knew about tyranny, real tyranny. Israel was occupied by a powerful Roman military. Taxation without representation, you bet. They had it. Yet, in the midst of that occupation, this is the kind of freedom that Paul chose to write about and Paul chose to live. Same as the rest of the disciples. In the face of oppression, not a single one of Jesus' followers raised a sword. They didn't organize to overthrow. And I'm challenged by that. The path they took was basically to say, we are going to make the world the way it ought to be in our own midst. Christ has freed us to do that, and no one can stop us. Paul wrote in Galatians 3, just a couple chapters earlier, "So in Christ Jesus you are all children of God through faith. For all of you who are baptized into Christ have clothed yourselves with Christ. And there is neither Jew nor Gentile, neither slave nor free, nor is there male and female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus." I'm not sure if that's the only right thing to do, always, but I know that it has to be the start. In a world where some are free and some are not, Christians start saying, we will make it so among ourselves, in our community, with our people. We will not let the yoke of slavery be placed on an image bearer in our midst. Any slavery. Racial, theological, cultural, monetary, sinful, systemic, sexist slavery. No, it's for freedom that we've been set free. May you be free today. And if you do not feel free, my prayer is that you could find some people who will help you lift the yoke of slavery from around your neck. And in a world where not everyone enjoys the same freedom, may it begin with us. May it begin with me. May it begin with me. God bless you today. Be free, live free. Make sure the people in your sphere are free. Love them, because it's for freedom that you've been set free. That's worth working towards and fighting for. Friends, go in peace to love and serve the Lord. Thanks be to God.